Continuing with Chapter 8 questions. Question 4. Provide an experience from your own life that you feel reflects this statement and share the consequence of something intended for good, but due to organizational resistance to change, the result or consequence was flat or negative. So, resistance to change often results in staying the same. There's a prime example in my life that is especially true in sports, specifically during an experience in high school when I had an older coach who was unwilling to change his coaching philosophies and strategies and adapt to the current style of game along with his players and roster. Next question. Explain the principle of Occam's razor. So Occam's razor is a famous physics principle that says that if there are competing explanations for why something occurs the way it does, you should pick the one that relies on the fewest assumptions and is the simplest. Occam's razor relates with human nature in the sense that we seek what we think are simplest explanations for events in our lives because we believe that the simpler something is, the more fundamental or true that it ultimately is. Share a time from your own life when a simple answer or solution was used to explain or fix a problem, but in the long run, the easy explanation or fix didn't help solve the problem. An example includes a time in my life when I was driving down the road and my car headlight fell out of place. As a short-term solution, I used tape that was already in the car in order to hold it together temporarily until we were able to take it into the shop and make an appointment for it to get fixed and replaced in the long term. Question 6. Select the final concept of your choice of one final concept, pages 158 to 166 in Chapter 8. So I selected a quote from page 164 that has to do with priorities. And it reads, "There is a crucial yet hard to understand concept here. Most people grasp the need to set priorities. They put the biggest problems at the top, with the smaller problems beneath them. There are simply too many small problems to consider them all. So they draw a horizontal line beneath, which they will not tread, directing all their energies to those above the line. I believe there is another approach. If we allow more people to solve problems without permission, and if we tolerate their mistakes, then we will enable a much larger set of problems to be addressed." So I think this is important because we all set priorities with the biggest and most important at the top and everything else below it. But in many cases, some little things for us might be big things or top priorities for others. So I believe that this quote is especially true, and we should look to open up and involve more people in order to spread different concepts and different ideas in order to prioritize things and maximize our efficiency.